Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. I want to be the first to welcome you to the second annual Flow Day powered by RetireFlow. Today is April 9th, 2026. This is likely the largest Medicare and ACA agent event that's ever taken place in literally American history. So we're incredibly proud to have all of you on here. We're going to make this a fun day, an exciting day for agents everywhere. It's going to be jam-packed full of information, and let's go ahead and get started. This is today's schedule. We're going to be running for the next 3.5 hours. Some of the most valuable information, brand new releases from RetireFlow, America's leading Medicare and ACA intake platform. But also hearing from people who genuinely care about agents, people who manage the leading platforms that every insurance agent uses every day. If you look at this schedule, almost every panel or event has the word agent in it, because this is for agents. This is not for carriers. Now, if anybody wants to tune in, they're welcome. If this is not for big business, this is for people who meet with seniors every single day, meet with Medicare beneficiaries, meet with ACA beneficiaries. So we're excited. Amanda Bruton's going to round us out with a special announcement at the end. So stay tuned for that. There will be some breaks throughout. We've got some advertisements from our friends. But let's lay down a couple of ground rules for today. And we got to do this because this is a large event. We're going to have 1,600 people, about probably 2,000 are going to participate throughout the day. But let's start off with the banned question. Jim Towell, I'm going to throw you under the bus, Jim. Sorry. You didn't mean to do that, but I'm going to throw you under the bus. The one banned question is this event recorded? It sure is. It sure is. So don't sweat it. It's going to be all right. It is recorded. You can watch this again and again. We're going to post this on YouTube, I think today, if we can get our ducks in a row to make it happen. Take notes. This is some of the most valuable information that you're going to hear. I think this thing's more jam-packed than any event in this country, with information to help you run and manage your business better. So take notes. And remember, this is our first time. We've never had, how many people are on this event right now? 1,600? We've never had this many people on a webinar before. So if an earthquake takes place or Wi-Fi crashes, we'll get it back up. So just everybody take a deep breath. We're excited to be here. Ask questions in the chat throughout.
Hey, Dalton, I'm going to stop you real quick.
Yeah.
A lot of comments that there's an echo. If you guys are hearing an echo, it's likely that you have another tab open with the Zoom call or another browser. So make sure it's just one, and that echo is going to go away.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I think as we do individual speakers, I think it'll be a little bit easier. I think the echo might even be coming from my end to some degree. But Miles and Davis are going to be watching the chat. Okay, so we don't want to see people hawking information, putting any misinformation in there. We don't want to see people hawking their YouTube course. We love all of you. We built this program designed for insurance agents, by insurance agents. So we appreciate it, but and this is totally subjective. Okay, there are no rules. We make the rules, and we do that because we care about agents. But if Miles and Davis feel like somebody's got to go, they go, and that's just the reality of the situation. But with that being said, please continue to use the chat and post stuff, ask questions. We'll try our best to get to everything. Again, there's a lot of people on here, so bear with us. But then also, thank you for coming. We're so excited to have you here today. And I'm going to go ahead and switch my audio. I think it's me, ladies and gentlemen. Miles, does that sound a little bit better for folks who sound a little bit different?
It sounds different. You're a little quiet.
A little quieter. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on it. As I said, it is our first time, so bear with us. But thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. We got a jam-packed audience and speaker list today from people who care about agents. That is the litmus test. Do you care about insurance agents? And if so, you're on this event today. To host an event with 1,600 people with zero sponsorship dollars, zero, no one else is paying for this other than us. We're just excited to bring thoughtful, new information to all of you and hopefully make everybody's businesses better. So I'll go ahead and get started here. We really hope you like 80s movies because that's what this event's going to be about. That's what its theme is going to reflect. So we'll go ahead and kick this off. Miles, anything you want to say before everybody turns their cameras off?
I do have a big announcement. Today is my older brother Dalton's 30th birthday. So everybody wish Dalton a happy birthday in the chat. You're 1 year closer to Medicare eligibility. But listen, we're so proud to have you as our leader. On a personal note, it's great to get to work with my brother, and we're excited to have everybody today. So,
yes, I didn't think 30 would happen to me, but here we are. So I greatly appreciate it, Miles, and I couldn't be more excited to spend my 30th birthday with all of you. And the amount of messages I can't even keep up. So I'll have to make sure I go back and read those. But we're so proud to serve all of you. And whether you like it or not, if you use RetireFlow, you are my friend. So it's so great to be with all of our friends here today. A little bit about me. If we've got about, I think, over 1,000 people who are new to RetireFlow. And I live a pretty lucky life. I flashed up here a couple of scenes about me. I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. I'm a Buckeye. I went to the Ohio State University. Don't hold it against me for all my Buckeyes out there. Thanks. I've got a brother who I get to work with named Miles Miller, and a dad I get to work with too, Scott, who's on here today. My wonderful mother is probably tuned in from a different room, trying not to spread too much Wi-Fi bandwidth. But I also have a wonderful girlfriend who's there on the right named Jules, who is also tuned into this. And I also have all 4 of my grandparents who are all here today. Grandma Sandy, Grandpa Ted, Nana, Grandpa Joe, to wherever you are, Uncle Jay. Thank you for tuning in. And I don't take it lightly that at 30, I get to spend so much time with everybody. Before I do what I do now, I used to work for that guy down there. That's Mike DeWine. He's the governor of Ohio. I don't want to bring politics into this, but I think it's important. I served as the governor's personal aide, traveling assistant. I went everywhere with him. I was his speechwriter for about 3 years, and he's got a motor on him. And every day I try to carry that with me. He was 72 and I was 19. And he whooped me. He had enough energy to run circles around me, and so I try to bring that with me. And so when you hear about the spirit of RetireFlow and the energy that we have, it likely comes from Mike DeWine, or because I drink a lot of those yerba madres. If anybody knows anybody from a beverage company, have yerba sponsor me, because I drink a lot of yerba. And you should too if you want to run a successful agency. But I got a lot of friends in this industry. I keep them top left up there, Zach Wilson, who's on this call. So I'm so excited to be all on here with you today. But all this is to say that I'm incredibly blessed. But I started at my dad's Medicare agency about 5 years ago, and we saw a problem with intake. We got tired of listening to people spell their drugs and doctors and hospitals and pharmacies over the phone. It was a pain in the butt, okay? It just didn't work. Listen to people spell levothyroxine, and people who know me know that's the drug I always reference. But listening to somebody spell those drugs over the phone is a pain in the butt. And so I set out to develop something better than that. And that's RetireFlow. It's America's industry-leading intake form platform for Medicare and ACA agents. In Medicare, we capture everything that you need to know to run a quote. Drugs, doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, they're spelled right. Dosage, quantity, frequency, package, permission to contact, scope. On ACA, we do the exact same thing, except we ask a different set of questions. We capture drugs, doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, who's in the household, smoking status, income level, and the ACA consent form. Designed, again, to give you everything you need to go into the platforms you use and run a quote. RetireFlow surveys are senior friendly. They're mobile friendly. They're just friendly. That's the spirit of RetireFlow. We're friendly people. We got a little bit of Midwestern charm in us, you know. It's got your logo on it. This survey does not feel like RetireFlow. It looks and feels like you. We support Spanish translation on all of our surveys, Espanol, for our Spanish speakers, and it's got your picture on it. Again, we want your clients to trust you and know that this is coming from you. And speaking of trust, our system is, we go immensely far to make sure our system meets compliance standards. We are HIPAA and SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, and we are CMS compliant. And I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial right now. If the system that you use today, any system, whether that is a CRM, an enrollment platform, if it does not meet those three credentials, it is not worth using. It is not worth risking your business over. So if you're considering using a tool today, and I bring this up because I care about agents and the security of the tools that they utilize, if you do not meet those standards, drop it like it's hot, like a hot potato. Use RetireFlow. This is a solution for you that meets those standards. But it's one thing that it looks pretty, and it is, by the way. It's easy to use, and I can tell you that a bunch of seniors use it, and you can believe me, but the proof's in the pudding. Let me tell you about last year, to the 1,700 people who are tuned into this event. We produced hundreds of thousands, nearly 1 million compliant submissions for insurance agents. That is fully baked profiles, drugs, doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, all that stuff delivered into the tools that you use. Over 2 million prescriptions were transmitted, 1.5 million providers were identified. We even have a platform that's free within our system that helps generate star reviews for you to make sure that you've got a nice professional online presence. And last year on FLO Day, we hosted the second largest agent event of the year with 1,500 participants. As you've seen, we've already cracked that number. So we're gonna host the largest event, and that's today, and you're on it. But Scott Nelson, who you're gonna hear from in a little bit, who's a new name, always reminds me, you know, Susie Senior, your clients, your beneficiaries like this tool. Okay, well, the proof's in the pudding. Hundreds of thousands of them across America completed it last year. So we know your clients. You know them better than we do, but we got a pretty good finger on the pulse. And our system is working at a high level for only being about 2 years old. And by the way, RetireFlow integrates with basically every insurance agent platform in the business, just about everybody. The one in the top left and the one in the top right, I'm immensely proud of. We integrate with ConnectYourDRX, America's leading Medicare enrollment platform, producing millions of enrollments every year. But also, we're the only third-party partner ever work with Integrity Marketing's Integrity Connect. That doesn't exist. It doesn't happen. That's not normal. It's abnormal. And I worked really hard with the team at Integrity to deliver that integration, and it's an immensely popular tool. But we integrate with Medicare Pro, all the Go High levels, all the Kaizen platforms, our friends at Agent Methods, we have full-blown integrations with, and we're immensely proud of this. This is just about everybody, okay? And in 2 years, that's absolutely insane. That just doesn't take place, okay? This is, and by the way, you're gonna see here in a moment, it's taken a toll on some of us, all these integrations. But there are a few that we were, in fact, missing, okay? And we're excited to bring those to you today. Brand new RetireFlow integrations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can push it to the limit. Okay? We're going back to the music because we have to. We got to. It's the 80s, and it's Scarface. We're in Miami, and there's some brand new RetireFlow integrations. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a wave coming. Do you guys see that on the horizon? I took some liberties here, okay? I don't look like that with my shirt off. Maybe if we did less integrations, I might have time to exercise. But there's a wave approaching. And somewhere in Fort Lauderdale right now, there's a conference going on. It's called Block Builder. I see a green wave approaching that conference. It's green. It's green. Ladies and gentlemen, if you use the wildly popular industry CRM agency block, before the annual enrollment period this year, we are immensely excited to release our agency block integration. It says it right there in the top left corner. It is coming before AEP. Don't ask me for a date, please, okay? Please, we're working hard on it. Thomas, who you've not met yet, you're gonna meet here soon. We'll give you some updates on that. But this is coming before AEP. So if you use our system, you will be able to deliver data into agency block, along with all the other tools that you use simultaneously. So right now in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Scott Sanchez and Corey Schmidt from the agency block team are releasing this integration at the exact same time. So wherever you are in the country, if you're a block builder, thank you. We're so excited about this. Now, this took a while, and Dad, I don't know, is there anything you want to say at this moment? This is a big deal.
Yeah, well, it means a lot to me personally because I use agency block at my agency, and we're just super excited about it. Being able to complete the loop here for us is just absolutely huge.
So Dad, let me ask you a question real quick. If you use agency block, Integrity Connect, Connecture, Go High Level for something, can you send data to all of those at once?
Absolutely, you can, and that's the beauty of our platform. It can go to multiple places. All the places you can go. All the places you can go. Well, pretty cool stuff there, and we're excited to release that. So stay tuned for information on that. We will keep you posted throughout the year as we deliver this information. But guys, there's an official bulletin coming from Nakatomi Plaza. Nakatomi Plaza, it's not Christmas, okay? Where's Bruce Willis when you need him? I'm hearing there's some Russians have invaded. The official bulletin says from Bruce Willis in the vent, there's another integration. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We're so proud of what we've done in Medicare, but it's time for a new frontier from the Death Star. Star Wars, exciting to announce. There's time for more, I think. So Miles and I were talking, and we asked each other, what have we learned in our 2 years of working at RetireFlow? What have we learned? And we'll ask Patrick Swayze and Keanu the same thing. RetireFlow, when combined with an enrollment platform, Hans Gruber was German, not Russian. I'm sorry. Wrong geopolitical war. Okay, sorry. RetireFlow, when combined with an enrollment platform, is exceptionally powerful. That's when that rubber meets the road. That's the good stuff. That's when you've got 3 clicks to enrollment. Send the RetireFlow survey, run your quote, enroll. And that's what we have today with Connecture, Integrity Connect, Health Sherpa for Medicare. Pretty deadly. But folks, we're going to unleash something today. We've been closely at work with our partners in the ACA market, in the under 65 market. And we are immensely proud to announce, whoa,
industry shaking news here. Guys, if you're post this on LinkedIn, post this on Facebook, tell the world RetireFlow before OEP will be sending data to Health Sherpa for ACA. You will be able to integrate your Health Sherpa account with RetireFlow.
Send quote, enroll.
Send survey, run quote, enroll. Oh my goodness. Guys, never been done before. Never been done before. And let's talk about this, what this means for agents, okay? Because we are, in fact, pushing it to the limit. What does this mean for agents? Writing ACA is easy again. Maybe you were formerly writing ACA and you're like, this got too complicated. I'm like, this is hard. Or maybe you've never written ACA and you want to add a new line to your business. It's as easy as this. Send your RetireFlow survey, run your quote in Health Sherpa or the state exchange, and enroll. That's it. Get in, folks. This year, if you're a Medicare agent, we are writing ACA. We are writing ACA, okay? And we have to do this to protect ourselves, to diversify our businesses. And we're going to talk about that. Why should you write ACA? At the bare minimum, not all spouses are 65. Michelle Pfeiffer, she ain't 65 yet, okay? Frank over here, and we saw his demise in Scarface. We want to make sure that Michelle Pfeiffer's business doesn't go to another agent. Okay, I've got Frank, but I want to make sure that I write Michelle Pfeiffer too. Okay, we need to make sure that we take care of the household. Galen Hendricks, who should be on this webinar, she would tell you, queen of the bundle. We got to be bundling. We got to be talking about other ways that we can serve our clients. So here's why you should write ACA. We got to diversify our businesses, protect ourselves from regulations. Who knows what's going to happen? We're always going to keep you, apprised to what's going on in the Medicare industry. But what if a regulation comes that makes it really hard to write Medicare? We got to diversify, and we need stickier clients. If another agent writes Michelle Pfeiffer on ACA while you help Frank with Medicare, you know who's going to get Michelle Pfeiffer's Medicare? The other agent. The other agent. So it's a way to get Medicare clients before they turn 65, before they retire. Get the egg before it hatches, and just more commission dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to serve our communities and serve our people, but we also have to run businesses, right? We got to be profitable. We want everybody to meet their goals. And all you got to do is send the RetireFlow survey. And so how does this work? It's really 4 steps. Sign up for the ACA survey, and Miles is going to show you how to do that. Sign up for the ACA survey today. Is our integration with Health Sherpa live yet? No, but it's coming before OEP. It's coming before OEP. So get comfortable with it. Use it. Get it in your repertoire so that way you're comfortable with using it and you're ready to start sending it out in advance of OEP. But then after that, it's 3 more steps. Send a RetireFlow survey to a beneficiary, run your quote in Health Sherpa or State Exchange, and then enroll. And let me tell you about why. Per the CMS newsroom, during the open enrollment period of 2026, so last fall, 23.1 million people were enrolled in an ACA plan. You guys, Medicare agents, are the people to do this. You're the trusted pillars of your community. That people are calling you and asking, do you do this? Can you help me with this? And now you can say, yes, I can help you. Do you write under 65 Affordable Care Act ACA business? Yes, I do. And let me send you a survey to help me prepare for that meeting. Wow.
This is such great news, Dalton.
I'm already getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, as an agent, just being able to send the survey and not kind of go through the painful phone conversation, asking people what their income is, all those items, it collects it. It'll upload right into Health Sherpa. You run your quote, you enroll. I think this is going to be the gateway to getting Medicare agents back into ACA. You know, a lot of us have taken a hiatus after the ACA was started. It got real complicated. Dalton's right. It got very complicated, and a lot of us shied away from it. But we have the capabilities now to send that survey, and it's seamless, and it's going to be out there. Like Dalton said, it's not out there yet, but get familiar with it, get used to it, and then on all your renewal business for ACA, you can send them this survey, and all the information gets uploaded, and you're ready to rock. So ACA is back, and
ACA
this is the gateway.
Back. If you're a Medicare
Someone said
agent,
ACA awesome. Someone said ACA awesome for this. Yeah. I like that in the chat. ACA is back, folks.
ACA is back, and look, and we got to make sure I keep on time here because we got a big program full of a bunch of speakers. But guys, there's still more. There's still more. Okay, should I play a little Danger Zone from Top Gun? Guys, there's more. If you use Kaizen, if you use Boss with Pinnacle, JSA's Core, Gordon Marketing's Compass, this integration is coming in days. Before the month is out, this will be live and available. So if you're a user of one of those CRMs, this is great news. We've been enjoying working with this. This took a little bit of time, but we want to make sure we get it right. And we're going to be releasing that within days. So great news for all the people who use Boss, Core, and Compass. Our friends at Gordon, Pinnacle, and JSA. It's out of this world. But ladies and gentlemen, there are some new team members with us today. New faces. People you've not met before that we want to introduce you to here at RetireFlow, because you're going to get to know them. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to meet Scott Nelson. Okay, he's the Goose to my Maverick. Now he doesn't suffer the same fate as Goose in the movie, but he kind of looks like him, don't you think? I think so. If he had a mustache, maybe those blondies. Scott, come on stage. Tell everybody a little bit about you and what you're here to do. We've got him titled as Chief Growth Officer. I don't think that entails what he does here. This is a guy who cares about agents, cares about the workflow, making sure agents are lives better. But talk to us, Scott. Introduce yourself. Talk to the participants of Flow Day here.
Yeah, thanks, Dalton. Super happy to be here and super happy to be working with the RetireFlo team. Excited about RetireFlow and what it can do for agents and about today. So, my background is in corporate America, really focusing on companies, helping them drive efficiencies and effectiveness. And one of the things that you see with RetireFlow is a platform that allows you as agents to be more effective, to get the information more in a faster way, shorter amount of time, which allows you to either do one of two things, either write more business or take some of that time that you were using to collect that information, as Dalton said over the phone, very, very difficult, cumbersome, and do with that time what you want. So it's really going to impact your business. It's going to drive things for you. What the RetireFlow platform does is fabulous. And why does it work? It works because it was created by guys who understand the industry. As Dalton said, they understand Susie Senior and Sammy Senior. And Susie Senior and Sammy Senior are using RetireFlow to input the information, to get you the information to make you more effective.
Yeah,
that's super exciting.
And Scott, we're so excited to have you. Scott is a personal friend of mine who is joining the team. So if you're an FMO, if you're a large agency, you're going to be hearing from Scott. And I'm so pleased that you had the chance to meet everybody today. We know him as Big Nelly, but Scott Nelson is going to be a undeniable force in this industry. And if you don't know him, get to know him. We're excited to have you.
Yep.
Also,
I'll be Dalton at Medicarians. So I'll see you guys at Medicarians over the next month, which I'm excited about. And also want to make sure that as you get through today, through Flow Day, you're probably going to want to get webinars with Miles and with Davis, and just be patient with the schedule. But we've got 1,600 people on. Miles and Davis are going to talk to you later. but it's super important that you get that webinar, understand how it works, and it's going to make a big impact for 2026 AEP OEP.
Agreed. Thank you, Scott. Also, Ferris Bueller in the house. Thomas Underwood. Thomas is our lead dev at RetireFlow, and we're excited to introduce him. Thomas, tell everybody a little bit about the work you've done and the work that you're excited to do.
Hey, I appreciate it, Dalton, and I love the background. Such a great movie. Every time I think of Ferris Bueller, I always hear Bueller. So I appreciate that awesome background. Yeah. So hey, everyone, it's great to be here. I'm Thomas Underwood, and I've been leading the engineering here at RetireFlow. I've been head of engineering and a software architect at multiple companies, and I'm excited to bring my skill set here to RetireFlow and to help better serve agents so that you can better serve your beneficiaries. You may have noticed some of the things that I've done since I've joined, like about 6 months ago, that retireflow.com is quite a bit faster. We recently switched our infrastructure, and now we're seeing a minimum of 5 times speed improvements on load times. So that's really nice. So you can get through things faster with less issues. We're seeing decreased issues and quicker resolutions for support tickets. So that's huge. And so shout out to Davis and Miles for really helping support tickets and making sure that everyone's be able to get back to growing their business.
Yeah, and Thomas is going to be immensely focused on that word reliable, making sure that this system doesn't break down in the times that you need it. And it doesn't, but really going above and beyond to ensure that. And the faster load times, I know that sounds like gobbledygook, but this is big, important stuff. This is the reason why we can probably do millions of submissions this year. So Thomas, thank you in advance for the work you're going to do. And we're very, very excited for your work on Kaizen Agency Block and Health Sherpa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so, just in closing, we're pumped to release our upcoming Kaizen integration soon. So be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, the new Health Sherpa experience with quoting for ACA. So that's really exciting. And then, like you said, Dalton, to round it out with the agency block. So, but yeah, I appreciate being here, and I'm excited to continue to improve everything for agents. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. We're excited to have you on the team. Just a short, I want to be cognizant of time here because Miles is and Davis are due to take center stage. But just a quick word on the final rule. We got some exciting news for agents the other day. Amanda posted it on Facebook. The final rule for 2027 is out. The Goonies discovered it in the cave and brought it to the attention of agents everywhere. But there is no more 48-hour scope requirement. There is still a scope of appointment requirement, but the 48-hour rule is gone. So we're very, very excited about that. You guys still got to get your scopes. RetireFlow is immensely important in that process. But what I gather from this, and Amanda's going to talk about this a little bit later, is that CMS seems to be respecting agents more, and taking out the SHIP requirement and disclaimers. We're still going to go above and beyond to make sure our system is compliant, but I'm very, very excited about this. I think this is the right thing. We're headed in the right direction, and it shows that we know what we're doing, and that CMS views us as a value add to beneficiaries, not a foreign actor or a bad actor. So we're very, very excited to hear about the final rule. Let's talk a little bit about, before I go, the RetireFlow event schedule. Okay, because we got some new stuff coming this year. If you are in Las Vegas, maybe for a large industry conference on April 20th, who knows, we will be there as well, and we hope to join you. We have a Medicare Island meetup. Many of you are members of our incredible Facebook group, Medicare Island, on April 20th, which I believe is Monday night at 7 o'clock. We'll be meeting up at the Fontainebleau Blue Bar. That's the big old bar right in the middle. We just want to hang out, okay? We want to hang out with our friends. We love all of you. We want to give you a hug. The first 100 participants of that event are going to have a chance to earn a free month of RetireFlow. They're all probably going to get it. Okay, so what the first one, be part of the first 100 to be there. You can earn a free month of RetireFlow. I will be straight up. Okay, we don't have a bunch of ACA users yet. We're gonna, but I'm not buying everybody's drinks. Okay, I love you. Okay, but we're gonna give you. There is gonna be a giveaway there. You don't want to miss it. And also, you can earn a free month on RetireFlow. So join us on April 20th. At 7 o'clock at Blue Bar. It's going to be popping. We're going to flood the place. The Fountain Blue is probably going to get me in trouble, but that sounds like fun to me. I welcome the challenge. So join us at the Blue Bar on April 20th. On August 4th of this year, mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. We're going to do an event, first of its kind. We're calling it Flow Time. Flow Time, a AEP and OEP kickoff on August 4th at 11 a.m. We're going to be sending out an invite to that after this event. But this is, while Flow Day, the one that you're on right now, is a long experience with industry players bringing new, exciting information. On August 4th, we're going to do a surgical, we're going to get our tools out. I don't know if anybody's watching The Pit, but we're going to get into how we suggest you manage AEP and OEP. So this is going to be awesome. Tune in. I think Miles is going to be able to drop the link, the registration link in the chat so you can hold it on your calendar. Flow Time, August 4th, 11 o'clock, 90 minutes, a surgical AEP action plan. And then, I don't know if you can believe it, but a year from tomorrow, ending my 30th year on Earth, it's beginning my 31st on April 8th. Back again, back to the future. Flow Day, we'll be back. We'll be back on April 8th, 2027. It's going to be as awesome as this event. We're going to try to trick it out even more. As you can all tell, I've really enjoyed putting this together.
You're taking some liberties with these.
With my strength. I'm not that strong. If my pectoral muscles look like that, they would cast me in movies, but they don't. So join us on April 8th for Flow Day 2027. We'll be back. But ladies and gentlemen, I must wrap. I must hand over the reins to Miles and Davis from our team. But as E.T. said, and he put the glowing finger up to the camera, I will be right here. I am here for agents. There's 1,700 people, maybe probably more, on this webinar, and people who are going to watch later. I just turned 30, and I care about you. I care about your business. I want to see you grow. I want to hear from people like Mark Shermer, who tell me that because I use RetireFlow, I serve 40% more people. That gets me fired up. Okay, and we're going to continue to innovate, be leaders in this industry. Many of you I did not know 3 years ago, and today I'm proud to call you my friend. So I'm so proud to celebrate my birthday with you. I'm so proud to bring you this event. We've got brand new integrations with Kaizen, with Agency Block, with Health Sherpa for ACA. And we do this because we care about agents. And if there's a tool out there, if they care about agents, they need to call me up. They need to call me up because we want to work with them. So it's been a privilege to serve all of you. I will be here for you throughout the year in the middle of the night. And when you've got questions,